Welcome back to Toledo's most local 9 a.m. show. Good day.
Yeah, he was fighting a war an ocean away. She was waiting at home. Their letters kept them connected, and decades later, those words are preserving a love story for a new generation.
Local author Carole Sarkan, and we also have her wonderful husband Mark, who is the editor. She turned this love story for mom and dad into a book. Okay, I gotta know, like, what was your thought process behind this? This is so adorable.
Well, they were in a box, and I looked at them, and I walked by them and thought, oh, I'm not going to do anything with them. And I finally opened them up and looked at them and went, wow. And then I started dictating them, pressing the dictation button. And as I was reading them, I was crying, laughing, everything. And they turned themselves into a book, and I contacted a publisher. And the publisher said, well, 1,200 letters, by the way.
Wow.
So he said, you can't put 1,200 into a book.
Yeah.
So then I said, well, what should I do? And he said that I should write a story around the letters. Okay. So I became my dad.
Oh.
And
okay. So
in the 1990s, he passed away in 96, but in 1994, I have him in the book, imagining what it would be like to open each letter and remember where he was at.
Wow.
Wow.
So let's go back. Let's fast forward a little bit. So your father served in World War II, right?
He served in World War II.
And how long had your folks been married before he had to go overseas?
Yeah, they met in 1942 and sent letters back and forth to each other. Him in Westerville and her in Centerville. And then in 43, he had to go to boot camp, and then they were writing letters every day.
Yeah.
They realized they were so in love.
love.
And so that he came back, they got married, and then 2 days later, he went on the boat.
2 days later.
Ooh.
And was gone for 2 years.
Wow. So it makes sense why we have so many letters.
Yeah.
That's a lot of writing.
So much sadness, but excitement, elation, depression, all of it.
Yeah.
But
and it's all kept in these letters that you have, which is so special.
Wow.
And now we all get to share in this as well. Mark, how did you help her? Did you help her figure out which letters to use and kind of whittle that down?
No, I didn't have anything to do with the original writing of the book. But if you think like when you're listening to a baseball game and you've got the announcer and the color guy, she's the announcer and I'm the color guy. I'm the person that came in and made changes and did different things to lighten it up and make it flourish.
Sure.
So what's it like getting to work with your wife on this kind of family project?
We've worked on projects
We've worked
before.
on projects, and some of the projects haven't been too great.
But this one, we've worked on some theatrical projects, and we oftentimes look at things differently. But working on this book, it really came together for us working together. It's been a great experience. It really has.
Yeah, beautiful. Carole, what is this like for you to be able to put your parents in their beautiful love story into this book for everyone to enjoy?
I consider this historical gold. And the reason is because I found these letters and I want to share them with the world. This is about the life of a World War II soldier day to day.
Yeah.
And all the things he went through, all the battles he fought. But the letters started out really, everything is just fine, just wonderful, but they were censored. So a month later, he was able to actually talk to Bette about what really happened. And, here I am.
And that's where you take a turn. The letters start to take a turn.
But I want everybody to buy this book because I think it's going to help people understand what it was like in World War II and how things really haven't changed much.
Right. And I think too, with the baby boomer generation, it's there are a lot of folks out there at home who can identify and say and relate and say, this happened with my parents as well.
Yes.
They were apart, and this is the only way they can communicate with one another too.
Right, and then I will be having a book launch. This will be this Saturday from 1 to 4 at Simpson Gardens, Conneaut Avenue in Bowling Green, and other people are bringing their items and putting them out. I have some items. I have the Schaefer pen. This is a replica of the pen that he used. And I'm going to have that out, as well as all kinds of other things, and an outfit, uniform, just all kinds of things.
Oh, how wonderful.
And I'm really curious real quick, what was it like finding these letters? Like, were they in an attic somewhere or a basement? Were they all together?
They were in a garage. There were about five boxes, and they were all stuffed in envelopes and bundled, June 44, July 44. So I started opening them, and some of them fell to the floor because the censor police had gone through and cut them with razor blades and then put them back in. But anyway, I started reading them and was just astonished at a different kind of dad. The dad back when he was 21, the dad that cried, the dad that was proud of his country, but just couldn't believe the decay over in Europe and horrible sort of, what happened.
That time, as you said, historical gold here in more ways than one.
Oh, yes.
So people can come out, and can they get a copy at the event on Saturday?
Yes, they can get a copy of this book, and they can buy it, or they can buy it from Amazon.
Okay.
And they can bring it with them, so I can
so
sign
you can sign it.
So they can buy
Beautiful.
it now.
Yeah, you can buy it right
guys do
now.
Bring it with you, because they do
Buy
that
it
whole
today.
2-day delivery thing,
Yeah, that
and
2-day
get it there
delivery.
for
Just in time.
Especially if
Saturday.
you're on Prime.
Right. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
guys.
today and
Thank
sharing your
you.
story. It's really
Thank you.
beautiful.
And I
Yeah.
appreciate that very much.